is from John chapter 1, verse 43 and 51. And the title is Reach Out and Touch. If you're able, we can flip the Bible to page 1647, or you can read from the screen this week. I will read a verse, and you will read the other. John chapter 1, verse 43 to 51. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, "Here truly is an Israelite in whom there is no deceit."
Jesus answered, "I saw you under the stone of the fig tree before the."
Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel."
Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You shall see greater things than that."
He then added, "Very truly I tell you, you will see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." So today's scripture is a continuation of our last week's passage. Last week we learned that the John the Baptist pointed two of his disciples, John and Andrew, to Jesus. So John and Andrew followed Jesus, leaving John the Baptist behind. And after Jesus invited John and Andrew to come and take a closer look of his life, come and see, and John and Andrew were completely convinced that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, the one who's greater than their master, John the Baptist, and he is the anointed one. So the evangelical approach that Jesus used to convert John and Andrew is just to invite them to enter his own private life and come and see. So as we continue today, we read about two more disciples being called, this time Philip and Nathanael. Nathanael's name is also called Bartholomew in other parts of the Bible. And Jesus will get two more disciples at the end of today. Well, Jesus was in Bethany when he called John the Baptist and Andrew. That's here. See, this is the Jordan River, Lake of Galilee, Dead Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Promised Land, land of Israel. And Jesus wanted to go back to Galilee. Galilee is all the way north here. This is the region of Galilee. And Jesus grew up in the town of Nazareth, this little town up here. It's so far removed from Jerusalem, which is the religious, economical, business center. So Galilee is way over here. Jesus wanted to go back, and then finding Philip, and he simply said, "Follow me." How did Jesus evangelize now? He went out and found someone and then just commanded, "Follow me." Nothing else was recorded in the Bible. Philip apparently had no more Bible lessons, but Jesus called him, just calling him, "Follow me," and he followed. come and follow me. It takes lots of courage. Especially somebody you do not know yet. You have to have lots of confidence that you have the truth and you have something better for that person to learn, to improve that person's life. And what if that person will say, no, why follow you? It would be shameful on us, right? We're trying to lead and then somebody rejected. It could be shame on us. But this is not the case for Jesus. He kind of just bluntly went to Philip and said, follow me. Just follow me. You know, Jesus' approach is very revolutionary. Because in the Old Testament, all the Jews, all the Israelites were asked to observe the law and to worship God in the temple. They were not asked to proactively convert the Gentiles. They were just asked to live a good life, be examples. So if any Gentile want to become Jews, they will go through circumcision and go through training, and then they can join the Israelites, but they have to worship a different section of the temple. So in the Old Testament, rabbis don't usually go about and pick someone to follow. It's the student's turn, the student's responsibility to go to a good teacher and say, can I be your disciple? Well, Jesus was revolutionary. He just went out, proactively go out, and find that right person and say, follow me. He must know that Philip's heart has a longing for the truth. And Philip knows there is someone is coming, and heard someone is coming who is greater than John the Baptist. And he's waiting. By the moment that Jesus called, follow me, he just come and left his fishing net and joined. Well, the first strategy that Jesus used to just go out and ask people to follow, find a disciple. Be firm, but be warm. It takes lots of courage. To take a lot of self-assurance, a confidence to do that. And you have to go through your shame in case of rejection. That is what our Lord did. Well, I was actually, the beginning of my conversion, it started by a family who shamelessly asked me and my family on the playground, come to our family's Bible study and join us. And then here, come and see. I didn't know that family at all, but I was intrigued by their boldness. And they have kids of a similar age as my first daughter, so we just went. And that is the beginning of my conversion experience. And that family, I'm forever grateful, who gave me the invitation to follow. Then comes the story of Nathanael. Philip, being a good Christian, after he was convinced that Jesus is the Messiah, he went out and looked for Nathanael. But Nathanael wasn't that quick to believe. He has doubts in his mind. He said, what? Nazareth? Can anything good come from Nazareth? Well, to me, when I read what he said, I was like, Nathanael, you are so judgmental. You are arrogant too. Well, to help us understand, Nazareth is a city way up north. And in the history of Israel, there's nothing significant happened in that town. And there are only about 500 people living in that city in Jesus' time. And it's so small. not adjacent to any of the major cities. It would be the last place that a person might expect something exciting happening. Well, calling somebody a Nazarene is like nowadays you call someone a bumpkin. Do we still use those words? Or hillbilly. Do we use that? Far uncivilized. So Nathaniel is more than sarcastic. He is kind of disdaining. Disdain anybody comes from Nazareth. Jesus was challenged. Well, we were all challenged. We could all be challenged. But Jesus has an amazing response. Instead of acting or reacting to the situation and condemning Nathaniel, being judgmental, or being arrogant, or being uncivilized, rather, Jesus revealed his heart. When challenged, he got in touch with the person's heart. He saw from Nathaniel's heart that the reason that he made that comment, nothing good that comes out from Nazareth, actually he's from his longing. He's from his longing that something exciting to happen in the nation of Israel. He wanted something good to happen, something maybe to get independence from the Romans, and maybe their temples will be well taken care of, all their priest system will be restored, like what Moses first installed. Nathaniel really wanted something good to happen. And then Jesus commented. He even complimented Nathaniel, saying that this is a real Israelite in whom there is no deceit. Well, there's a little wordplay there. We all know that Israel, their father Israel, his name was Jacob, right? Jacob was given a new name called Israel, and then all the descendants were called Israelites. But the name Jacob actually means deceit, because Jacob liked to deceive Saul. And when God changed Jacob's name to Israel, that's when Jacob was wrestling with the angel of God, and wrestling at night before he dared to get united with Esau. He actually won. So the name Israel means someone who wrestled with God. So Jesus complimented Nathaniel. This is an Israelite whom he has no deceit, not even like the forefather Jacob. He has no deceit because he truly says what his heart is thinking. Although the words come out doesn't sound pleasant, but in the bottom of his heart, he really wanted things good to happen to the nation of Israel. So with great love and with wisdom given from above, Jesus said, this is the Israelite, that in him there's no deceit. And that sentence shocked Nathaniel. And he's like, what? How do you know me? And Jesus said, well, before you were over there in the palm tree, I already knew you. And Nathaniel is completely convinced. Well, it takes great courage to talk to someone. And it takes great love and wisdom to speak to the person's heart. To convert a person is a word of God. Just like what Jesus said, follow me. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I'm gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your soul. This command was given to all of us. Jesus had a gentle heart. he finds something good to speak of that person. There will be cost when we do evangelism. There will be confrontation, there will be disdain, then there will be challenges when we try to go above an unbeliever and show them there is a better way. The way, the life and truth in here. We'll be challenged, but we were called to learn from Jesus because he is gentle and humble in heart. We will take yoke. Life will have challenges, but take Jesus' yoke. Don't take the yoke other people give you. When they challenge you, that's not the yoke you will carry on yourself. When they do not like you, that is not the yoke you want to put on yourself. Take the yoke of Jesus. Ask what Jesus thinks of you. Only take on Jesus' yoke. Just in case now we don't know what the yoke is. This is a yoke. This is a two cattle yoke. The one of the bull calls neck will go through here. Another one goes through here. So they usually yoke together. So yoke with Jesus. And the middle hook is to connect the carriage. So the yoke keep the cattle in place and keep them to share their labor. So they can pull the carriages behind. So be humble and be gentle. Carry Jesus' yoke to reach out to people's lives. There are people in this life who are seeking the purposes of their meaning, of their existence. They want to seek the significance of their life. They are living a life that they do not know what every day's toll is for about. They were seeking. There are people who are still seeking. Just like St. Augustine wrote in his confession. Only Jesus, you made us for yourself, and our hearts are restless unless we find rest in you. Reach out to those people who are seeking their life's purpose. Reach out to those people who are still trying to find a meaning for their life. Be bold, be gentle, be loving, and be humble. When you are challenged, get in touch with their heart. Ask God what he wanted you to say to that person, because his wisdom is above our wisdom. His ways above our ways. And he is the one who converts the hearts. And we are just a vessel, a mouthpiece for God. I am forever grateful for the family who led me to Christ. They boldly invited me, reached out to me, and asked them to join them and follow their ways. And the pastor of the church, before I was baptized, wisely asked me to pray while all my wisdom was used to debating wisdom about what the Bible says. So he saw my heart. There is a longing. There was a seeking for purpose in my life. And I am forever grateful that God sent angels like them to my life. So that I now have a life, abundant life in Christ. So dear brothers and sisters, reach out and touch someone's life. Reach out and touch someone's life with a gentle heart, with love, and with humility, and bring them to Christ. Just like what the hymn, reach out and touch says. Reach out and touch a soul that is hungry. Reach out and touch a spirit in despair. Reach out and touch a life torn and dirty. A man who is lonely, if you care. Reach out and touch the neighbor who hates you. Reach out and touch the stranger who needs you. Reach out and touch the brother who needs you. Reach out and let the smile of God touch through you. Yes, brothers and sisters, let's be brave. Let's be more loving, and let's be confident that God is with us. There's no fear when we do God's work. There's no shame when we put on Jesus' yoke in life and toil with him. Rather, there's great reward and glory waiting for us all. So, reach out and touch. Let the smile of God touch through you. Let's pray. Dear God, we come before you. We thank you for the precious scriptures. We thank you for your examples of leading people to the truth. Yes, you live in a time that is challenging. And you are living as a marginalized group of people in the ancient Israel. But you are full of grace and truth. And you are full of love and gentleness and humbleness. Give us your heart and give us your strength and help us to reach out and touch the lives of the seekers, just like how you have touched. We thank you. In Jesus' name, we pray. So, Christians, be brave. Let the whole world know that you are Christ's follower. Let's open our hymnal 300 and sing out loud together. If you are able,